from Orlando, 2K Sports. Proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
You could say they certainly were not on a string on the defensive end. They need to be so much better moving forward.
The Suns front office have said it's time to raise the bar. Doris, the rebuild can go on only so long. They don't want a losing mentality to set in.
Well, we've heard this before, Kevin, right? The open letter to fans in 2016 promising to turn it around. But in the end, it's not about words. It's about wins.
Back to Fox. Pass to Harden. Baines with the block. Right side Irving. Ingram attacking. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And now, Kid Gilchrist running the floor all by himself. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Harden. Fox with it. Back to Harden. Over Irving. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Harden. Plenty of space. Connects. The jumper drops. Harden's got 6.
I love seeing Harden stroke it from there. One of the most lethal shooters we have in the game.
He drains the quick shot. He's got 8.
Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
Here's Irving. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Harden can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Drains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his first points of the night. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but It's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Outside Williams. Down low. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Fox. Inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
Yes, that goes in. 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything. What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Now, here is Irving. 11 points in the game. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
How easily scoring comes for Kyrie Irving. So intelligent, such a good decision maker.
Harden left side. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 16 points for James Harden.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Here's Fox. The Magic getting the bucket. James Harden again. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. Here's Ingram. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Gallinari outside. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Orlando Magic. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
Harden's shot is good.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Measuring with the steal. Fires from deep. No good that time. And Orlando the other way. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. And the Suns making a change here. Here's Thomas. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Suns trailing.
You think about the Orlando Magic and how difficult things were from a rebounding perspective last year. Dead last in defensive rebounding percentage. Listen, if you can't close out possessions, you are digging your own grave in the NBA.
Here's Thomas. James Harden picking up that last basket. Thomas goes in. Mejri with the steal. Here's Harden on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Harden's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, listen, Thomas is used to great defense being played against him, and the ability to make contested shots crucial to his game.
Pass to Bates-Diop. Harden with it. Bridges covering. Kicks it out to Harden. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Ferguson. Upside Thomas. Here's Withey. And the layup's good off the glass. Withey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
Back to Harden. Knocks it loose. But they'll get another chance. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
And the Suns call time here. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. Count that one.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Plumlee. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Plumlee's got his first points of the game.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Thomas. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better. Well, Steve Clifford takes over here in Orlando, and of course he is known for his frankness and his disciplined approach to the game. You think about Clifford's teams, they rarely make unforced errors and are some of the best at minimizing their own mistakes.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Basket good. Withey's got 8.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
There's Rozier. A second chance effort. The rebound by Withey.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for Clifford, his job in Orlando, Doris, will be to develop the skills of his very young core.
That is correct, and he'll try to get this young group to play intelligently, minimize turnovers. You remember he once famously said the NBA isn't about winning, it's about winning in the playoffs.
The kick out to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Over Thomas. Offensive rebound. Gallinari in the corner. Plumlee. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Oh, my goodness. How good is that pass? When Isaiah Thomas is on the floor, what a leader.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Withy. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Suns go the other way with it. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. Second shot opportunity. Here's Rozier. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Phoenix grabs the miss. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Has to measure. Here's Rozier. And that one comes up a bit short. And that'll do it for the first. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Irving. To the wing on the left. And it's Baines missing. Suns trail by 3.
Well, things could not have been worse for the Phoenix Suns a year ago. They were the worst offense and the worst defense in the NBA. Boy, you guys talk about struggling. That's the very definition.
On offense, here are the Magic. And here's McCollum. On the wing, Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Count that one as his 7th make in 8. Attempts, a scorching 88%. And you look at the stats for the Suns last season, Doris, not many bright spots.
Right, Kevin, I think this is an organization that throws the stats out. They are looking at building from the ground up. There are so many areas to address. The first is the acquisition of great NBA talent.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
Harden banked in off the glass. Harden's got 26.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Count it, good. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Harden. That shot is off. The Magic go the other way with it. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead. Pass to Harden. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first three of the night.
Outside Irving. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, I love that Isaiah Thomas has a feel for where exactly to put the basketball to help his guy get a basket.
Here's Bridges, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. He misses the free throw. You know, watching Miles Bridges, he just brings so much energy to the team.
High motor guy, very aggressive. You know, a bit of a tweener, which in a positionless world could be a good thing. Explosive, strong, athletic. I think his best basketball is ahead of him.
To the paint. Okogie. Some solid defense from Ingram. Magic leading by 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
One thing you have to consider if you're the Orlando Magic is finding some level of consistency. And I mean that both in terms of the roster and the coaching staff. To me, when there's a lot of turnover in both of these departments, it can take its toll on an organization, and we've seen that with Orlando.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
As you said, Doris, a lot of coaching and personnel changes for the Magic recently.
Well, think about it, Kevin. 4 different head coaches since 2015, and that doesn't even include the interim coaches. You know, to me, you've got to have a direction and approach that is consistent year after year. If you're going to have any measure of stability, it has to come from the top down.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Suns here with a different look. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 6-point lead. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Thomas, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Plumlee. From deep, Harden. Three-pointer. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Down low. Here's Saric. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Suns trail by 4. Down low. Harden. Missed inside.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Connects from 3-point range. 6 points for C.J. McCollum. Pass to Harden. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Magic leading by 7. McCollum outside. Saric trying to break free. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless. Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
The Magic have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
To the inside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Here's Harden. And so it's Orlando enjoying. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Suns trail by 12. Fox with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Bates Diop. Harden inside the 3-point line. That one doesn't drop.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Back to Saric. That's tipped. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
For the Suns, certainly a lot of chemistry questions. From coaching changes to unhappy players wanting out. Doris, how do they turn it around?
Well, you know this, Kevin. Organizations that win have great ownership and then great front office personnel. But the bottom line is it's about collecting great individual talent in the NBA. Because this is a players' league, Kevin.
And the Suns making a change here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Pass to Harden. A fadeaway. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Harden's got 43 points.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Here's Harden. Baines with the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
And really, Ingram is as complete a player as they come. Not only awesome on offense, but just spectacular on D as well.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. To the paint. Here's Harden. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Irving. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
Count it. Baines has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
That free throw, no good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Irving double team. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Baines. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Fox. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's Ferguson. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gallinari. Here's the three. Now Harden. He's covered by Ingram. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Magic leading by 11. Now Irving. Shot from 16. Rebound by the Suns. Fast break, here come the Suns. Fox leading the charge. Offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Drops one in from the wing.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Irving looking for an opening. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. 1:31 left in the game. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And the slam dunk by Irving.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
To Gallinari. Ingram with the steal.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Magic.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense will force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Baines. Irving with the ball. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, guys, you see it so often. Kyrie Irving's speed makes him easy to foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Baines inside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to